Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's video. Before we even get started, I have to apologize. I have some kind of a weird cold allergy thing going on. It's the strangest thing. I don't actually feel sick. It's just all in my nose, not even in my sinuses, but my nose just wants to drip down my face, and makeup doesn't stay on my nose as it is. So I'm trying so hard to not touch my nose or blow my nose or anything like that because I want the makeup to stay on it. We are going to be playing with a contour palette, and we're messing up my nose or the front of my face. That's not going to cut it. We need to keep this area pristine so we can put this product to the test and do a first impressions. We are going to be talking about the Smashbox. This is the Holidaze Contour and Spotlight palette. So this is a limited edition palette. It's $39. I got it on Sephora's website. I have been kind of in a makeup rut, I want to say. I find myself trying the same brands over and over and over again. And Smashbox has so many good products that I've heard about, and I'm like, I feel like I'm missing out. I need to start trying some of these other brands. When I saw this, it called my name. I love the packaging. I love the concept. I love the shades on the inside. I just thought that it looked like a really cool palette to try out. Obviously, since the holidays are right around the corner, it's time to start dipping into these holiday releases. There are so many good ones that are coming up that I cannot wait to try. Side note, if there's any holiday items, releases, whatever, stuff that's coming out that you would like to see me review, leave a comment down below, especially if it's kind of more of an indie brand or a brand that you don't see getting enough love. Leave me a comment and I would love to purchase it and review it on my channel. So let's get back to business and talk about this guy here. So this is a 9-pan highlight and contour palette. This packaging is beautiful. It's very similar to the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It's like plastic, if you know what I'm saying, but feels very heavy duty. This artwork was in collaboration with an artist. I don't have her name offhand. I will put her name somewhere on the screen for you guys to see. I actually really like this. It's very unique. Does it scream holiday per se? I don't think so, but I absolutely love it. And I think it's really creative and awesome. And it's definitely going to be something unique in my collection. So on the back of the packaging here, it just gives you the names of all the shades. This is the box that it came in. So you've got this beautiful unit carton right here. Shows you what the packaging looks like on the inside. I think it's really cool, unique. And again, when I was going through Sephora's website looking at the new releases, this just really stood out to me as something different. Let's take a look inside. You've got a giant mirror in here, which I think is so cool, especially if you're trying to contour and you're doing a full face of makeup. Having a mirror like this is really helpful actually. So I absolutely love that. It's got this bendable binder here so that you don't feel like you're breaking the palette. And then here are the shades on the inside. I'm going to say right off the bat that this highlight shade up here is calling my name. My only concern when I looked at it is this shade here. This is the contour shade. This might read a little bit muddy on me, so I'm going to have to probably mix it with what's supposed to be the bronzer. I like to go for a contour that's not totally cool toned. Again, it looks muddy on me. It just doesn't flatter me very well. So we will see. Again, obviously we just have to see how it looks on the skin. We'll try it out. We'll do some swatches. So let's just go ahead and dive in and play with this. So this is the shade Crank It Up Champs right here. This is the highlight shade that I'm super excited about. Let's try that one. And that is gorgeous. So it feels very buttery, very smooth. Then we'll move on to the next shade. This is Pink Nighty. I'm so bad at swatches, you guys. Please bear with me, but I just want to show you. So that one's very pink toned. Again, I don't know if that's something that I would normally reach for, but it's very beautiful nonetheless. Then we have Crank It Up Gold. I am loving gold champagne highlighters as of recently. That is beautiful. Again, you could use these on the eyes as well. Highlighters are very versatile, just like you can use an eyeshadow as a highlight. That would be beautiful on a deeper skin tone. Now we're getting down to the contour shade. It's just simply called Contour. Again, as you can see, it's reading a little bit of dead person to me. I have to be honest. But most people, that's the kind of contour shade they go to. Again, my swatches are not the best. Please don't look at these swatches like they are the best representation of this palette. This is just to kind of give you an idea. And then this is the bronzer shade. So this looks like this is more my speed for a contour right here. This is normally the type of contour shade I would personally go to. So again, we'll mix them up. Then we have the matte highlight shade, which I don't normally use matte highlights. And that one's not super pigmented at all. It's barely showing up and it's a little bit chalky. Now let's move on to the last row. This is Blow a Fuse Pearl. Now this was stunning to me. This is like super, has like super microfine reflex of glitter in it. Super shimmery, super stunning. I hope you guys are seeing that on the camera, but that shade is gorgeous. Then we have Pearls Gone Wild. So this one's kind of like a duochrome. I don't know if you can see that, but it has like a very pearlized pink shift. We'll put that one down here. So that is really cool. So, you know, that screams holiday to me because, oh, it is so frosty and pink. I hope you guys can see that, but that has some shift to it. That is super cool. I love that. And then lastly, we have Crank It Up Rose Gold. Again, just a beautiful rose gold highlight. Would look good on deeper medium skin tones. So I'm gonna use my favorite contour brush right now. This is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush collection. This is the JH05. I have no bronzer, no contour, nothing. The only thing I have on right now is my base and my brows. So we are going to dip into this contour shade as well as this bronzer right here, because I'm telling you right off the bat, I'm not gonna like that contour shade on its own. I'll go with the light hand and see how this works. So that is really pigmented. Holy smokes. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to the other side here, and then it looks like I'll have to blend it out, but I will say the shades mixed together look beautiful. If you want a very chiseled contour, this is it. It is blending very easily, but I can tell you right now, I'm glad I mixed them because my suspicion was correct. That original contour shade on its own might have read just a little bit muddy on me, but that is super blendable. That is gorgeous together. That is like the perfect contour shade. So I have no problem mixing them, and then I can just use the bronzer on its own as well. I'm gonna bring that up around here. I like to kind of contour right in this area because that's where my forehead is the widest. Whew, that will carve a girl's cheekbones out. Like, I look snatched. So I'm going to pick up my favorite bronzing brush. This is the JH02, and then we are going to dip right into just this bronzer shade right here. Again, a little goes a long way. And I almost forgot to contour down my nose. I'm just going to take what was remaining on my brush, kind of pinch it down. I know this is not the most fancy way to contour, but I'm not a huge fan of a very sharp nose contour, and this is just what I prefer to do and what works for me. All right, you guys, so far I have to say I'm pretty impressed. This blended really easily. It's very pigmented, so you do not have to go in with a heavy hand. I even feel like looking here that I have to kind of blend this out. But yes, that made for a beautiful, effortless, easy contour. So let's go ahead and dip into the highlight shades. I want to start off by using this one up here, the Crank It Up Champs. Whatever that means. I'm going to use my Morphe fan brush. I kind of bounce back and forth between tools that I like to contour with. Yeah, I'm picking up a shit ton because I love contouring. Highlighting. But I don't know what it is. I always end up going back to a fan brush. I just love the way it looks. So let's go ahead and get some of this on the cheeks. Not super impressed with that. All right, so this is the JH09. I'm going to dip back into that same shade. See if we can get some more intensity this way. All right, there we go. So this works a little bit better with a highlighter brush like this versus a fan brush. I feel like the fan brush didn't pick up enough, but this is actually a really beautiful highlight shade. That is gorgeous. Loving that. I do want to, let's highlight the highlight. I'm going to dip into that really shimmery shade, this one down here. This is the Blow a Fuse Pearl. That is gorgeous. Look at that reflect. Absolutely stunning. Mix those two together. I'm just going to drag it down the nose. Now, a trick to intensify your highlight. I like to set my makeup and then put my highlight on. So I did set my face prior to doing this with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put even more on to make this highlight pop even more. As you can see, like, I don't know what it is. That's the best way to highlight. If you want like a bam, intense highlight, for me, that is the way to do it. So I will say what I like about this highlight is I feel like it really sinks into the skin. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top. It's very luminous, very gorgeous. Doesn't look like it's over the top. It doesn't look chunky, even though that one has like those micro reflects of glitter in it. I feel like this looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. I did want to also try kind of like that duochrome shade down here. This one is called Pearls Gone Wild. This is the one that has like that white with like the pink. Whew, that is really neat. I love it. I'm just gonna go right on the brow bone here, right above the brows. Needless to say, I'm pretty much glowing from space at this point. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna kind of contour out the eyes with this as well. I'm just gonna take the JH31 and I'm gonna dip into the bronzer shade. Let's just go ahead and work that just to kind of contour out the eyes. All right, so that makes a beautiful transition eyeshadow shade all on its own. The bronzer shade does. I really like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick up some of that pearlized shade, the Blow a Fuse Pearl, the one that's super shimmery and glittery, and I'm just gonna put that on the eyes as my shadow. I love that. Let's take a flat shader brush and intensify that even more. I'm gonna pick some up on this brush here, spray it with some setting spray. There we go. Beautiful on its own, but this really makes those micro reflex pop even more. All right, let's highlight the inner corners. I'm gonna go in with that gold shade, Crank It Up, Champs. Just put that right here on the inner corner. Such a pretty gold shade. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Super glowy. Love it. And we'll just put that along the brow bone. All right, you guys, let's complete this look and let's go bold. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Missy and Fierce red liquid lipstick. This is like one of my favorite red liquid lipsticks. It's like a true blue red. I love a red lip with a very neutral, glowy eye look and glowy skin. Like, look at that. You just cannot beat that opacity. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look using pretty much only this Smashbox Contour and Spotlight Highlight Palette. The overall consensus is this is an amazing palette for the value, $39, and what you get in here. The packaging, the mirror, the formula, the highlights. This is a total steal. It totally gives me holiday vibes. I love the choice of highlights in here. Like I said, just to sum it up again, that contour shade might read a bit muddy on some people, especially if you have a warmer or yellow undertone to the skin. Again, easily fixed. Just mix that with the bronzer shade in here. The bronzer shade, even on its own, would make a beautiful contour shade, and then mix together. So it worked perfectly fine for me. Again, I'm really in love with this highlight. Like, whew, I am glowing. I love how snatched and chiseled my cheeks look right now. So I would say that this is a total win. Smashbox, I think this was a great value. I love the packaging. I love everything about this. I think this is so unique. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this palette. Are you intrigued now to pick this up? Have you even heard of this? And again, let me know of some other holiday launches that you would like to see. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, share it, and of course be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go. And if you really, really love me, be sure to ring my bell and hit that bell button so that you get notifications when I upload new videos. I just want to say I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for your ongoing support and your patience, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!